Yes, it pays to have good credit.
You would always want to be on the side of having good credit.
Do you think it pays to have good credit? Welcome to the It Pays to Have Good Credit podcast, where we talk about credit scores, business, finances, and take calls to answer all questions related to those topics. To call in, call 225-243-9700 and press option 1 to join in. All right, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this one. So I've had a polite lady who called in. She had something on her credit report that she's trying to get removed, or I guess seeing if she can get it removed or not. First thing she asked was pricing. She wanted to find someone that she can pay a few $100 to up front, which is illegal in the Credit Repair Organizations Act. You cannot accept a upfront payment or charge a upfront payment. But anyway, and you guys are going to listen to this call here in a second. But I told her that we offer a free trial just because that's the correct way to do things. And she refused to do that and would much rather pay somebody something up front that's not even promised to happen. You know, you're going to ignore a person that's telling you the right information, do not want to take your money up front, and want to see if it's possible to get this item on your credit report removed. But instead, you're going to ignore the good person and go find someone that's in the industry that's doing something illegal, give your money to them, get scammed, and then you're going to be right back in a few months calling again. So let's listen to it.
You can't just pay it off, like pay one big pay to get the credit fixed and one big, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't pay one big price to just get my map wiped off clean. That's what I was trying to say.
There's a Credit Repair Organizations Act, and it's actually illegal to charge a upfront payment like that. Plus, you wouldn't want to pay something like that anyway because, you know, it doesn't really determine how long or how fast it could fix your credit. So usually most credit repair companies, it is a month-by-month service because your credit report changes every single month. So I definitely wouldn't even pay someone an upfront price because usually somebody that's charging that 9 times out of 10 is probably a scam, or they probably just, you know, isn't a real credit repair business.
Yeah. So what about if you just getting something taken off your report then?
So usually things are deleted from your credit report, usually for 4 main reasons. But then that still applies to money. So, I mean, you can't pay someone and, you know, for example, if somebody say you have a late payment, and there's no such thing as paying somebody $100 and you get this late payment removed. Credit repair is just a service. You're paying the service of someone doing the work for you. Now, as far as the results or the time frame, you know, you or whoever you hire to work on your credit, no one controls that but the credit bureaus. So, for example, we dispute something on your behalf. Let's say if something is inaccurate that's reported to the account, the credit bureaus will process the investigate into those items, and who knows, they may respond back requesting more information or more documents from us, and then we have to send that stuff. And sometimes some of this stuff can be a back and forth process. So I never like to tell somebody to pay a price and something is guaranteed to be fixed in 1 month or 2 months or whatever the case is, because the credit bureaus may require more things to send in. So you never want to do something like that.
No, this is what I'm asking. Like I have a Moreno that been on my credit report. How do I, you know, get that fixed? That's knocking my score down. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So anything it really doesn't matter what it is. So anything that's negative that's on your credit report, that's what we work on to get those items removed. Now, we wouldn't be able to see what methods we can use until we actually see your actual credit report. Because usually a lot of times it all comes down to, like I said, the main 4 reasons. 1, there's errors on the account, which 80% of the time is going to be that. The account is incomplete, which means it's missing information. Happens a lot. 3, the company that's reporting it don't respond. And then 4, the item can't be verified. Those are usually the 4 main reasons why things are usually deleted from your credit. So depending on how it is reporting to your credit, it's going to determine, you know, how the results are going to be, what the credit bureaus request back, and things like that.
Okay.
Yep. But other than that, if you're interested in signing up for the service, like I said, we don't charge a service fee to get started until, after that first free month, and then every month after that, it is a paid service, but it's no big deal. I mean, things are bad now, but, after you tried a few rounds, and some of those things start coming off your credit, then you'll be in a much better predicament,
Yeah, I just probably await 'cause I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I don't know how they're gonna get out. So I don't want to just be paying money out and I can't get that fee. It's not
No, I get it.
going away.
Yeah, I mean, how old is that?
Not going away.
Yeah, how old is it?
The Morena.
Yeah. Yeah, because the reason I was asking, I was trying to see what would be the smartest thing for you, because negative things are reported to your credit for 7 years. So if it's something that's older, then yeah.
About 8 or 9. 8 or 9.
What's
that? 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, that definitely shouldn't even been on there. And now it goes by the when it was the last activity that was reported now. So it may be 8 or 9 years old, but if there was any type of payment activity after that, then it goes by that last date on there. But, of course, we can't see any of that without looking at your credit report. So that's normally how that goes.
Yeah. I might get back with.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Well, yeah, regardless how you look at it, though, I mean, there's really, it's going to be hard because there's really no such thing as calling around. And look, I probably would have been doing the same thing if I were you, but there's a lot of bad people who's out there. They're going to make you pay money up front, then they lie to you, make all this stuff sound good, then they get your money, and then you figure out, what they told you wasn't true. You'll be surprised how many calls I get every single week from stories like this. So, I mean, you look around, somebody talking some nonsense, then that's a red flag. So give me your heads up.
Yeah.
For those of you who are on your phone all day long scrolling through Facebook, go join the It Pays to Have Good Credit Facebook group. In this group, we post daily credit education, giving advice on how to increase your credit scores, show how we repair credit, literally answer questions that people ask all day long about their credit situation that may be related to yours. So again, if you're on Facebook just scrolling and looking at nonsense all day long, do something positive for once. Go join the It Pays to Have Good Credit Facebook group and get the credit education you need at your fingertips. All right, y'all heard that call just as well as I did. So we talked about pricing. We talked about that it is illegal for a credit repair organization to charge a upfront fee or give fake promises saying that they can fix this and fix that on your credit. And they're charging hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars up front. Credit repair or real credit repair organizations do not do that because it is illegal in the Credit Repair Organizations Act. And I literally went down the book telling this lady all the correct information. And instead of signing up for free, literally somebody working on your credit for free, you're going to ignore that and go find someone that's going to sell you a fake dream. I can't wrap my head around some people's mindset. You don't have the money to pay for something, which is the reason I guess something gets reported as bad on your credit because you didn't have the money to pay for it. Now, all of a sudden, you got all of this money to go buy something that isn't true. If I would have told her, yeah, pay me $2,000 and I can get this removed off your credit in 24 hours, she would have paid it. But if I told her, hey, this is your first free month here, you don't have to pay anything. We're going to at least see if we can get it removed or if it's even possible. Let's see how the credit bureaus respond. Let's see how it's reporting. Maybe there's some type of inaccuracies on the account. Maybe something is reported incomplete. No, she don't want to hear that. She would much rather pay somebody hundreds or maybe $1,000 up front to a stranger that's going to sell them a lie. I just cannot wrap my head around that. I get plenty of these type of calls being in the credit repair industry, and it is all part of it, but it's just so hard to believe some people's mindset functions like this. It's just hard to wrap my head around it. But like I say, I'm literally following all the laws. I'm telling her that, hey, look, this stuff that you're thinking that can happen, it's a scam. None of this stuff is true that you're trying to do. You're trying to pay somebody up front, to sell you some type of fake dream that you're sleeping on, and you're hoping that it is true, but you're just going to get scammed. Somebody's going to take your money telling you that they can fix your credit, in a month or in 2 weeks or 1 week. And then you're going to be right back calling Sturgis Credit Repair in the next, 6 months from now. Like I say, it's just crazy how people just don't have the money before their credit was bad. But now that it's bad, they're going to assume they can fix their bad credit within days just because they have the money now that they didn't before. I just cannot wrap my head around that. So for anybody who's listening to this episode, if you have not reached out to any credit repair service that's out there, regardless if it's Sturgis Credit Repair or whoever else, please understand that you cannot automatically fix your credit, especially if whatever is bad on your credit is not inaccurate, is not reported and complete, is verified, So like if the item is verified, is proven to be yours, that item cannot be removed off your credit report. And if the debt collector or creditor responds to all of the disputes correctly, then no, nothing is going to get removed off of your credit report. So if y'all are one of the people who are listening to this episode and you're like this caller who just called in wondering if you can just fix your credit automatically just by paying money to a random person, you're going to be in some trouble. So please, if you have any questions regarding the credit repair process, anything that's reporting to your credit, reach out to Sturgis Credit Repair, 225-243-9700, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also email us at info@sturgiscreditrepair.com. If you use credit to improve your lifestyle and would like to share your story on the It Pays to Have Good Credit podcast, feel free to reach out to us at info@sturgiscreditrepair.com. Sturgis is spelled STIRGUS, creditrepair.com.